A science fiction set designer build your house. Marie-Laure de Noailles, forever pointing toward tomorrow. Eccentric and chic. Princess of the avant-garde. The very face of modernity. This is the home of Charles and Marie-Laure de Noailles, the first power couple of the 20th century. Glamorous, mischievous, a little reckless. Their guests, Cocteau, Noailles, Dalí, Giacometti, Balthus, Nijinsky, Poulenc, Man Ray, Stravinsky, Breton, the entire avant-garde guest list. We're in Hyères, in the south of France, where Charles and Marie-Laure, newly wed, built a house to be free. And what a house! This is the story of a couple hungry for future, scandal and adventure. Their names are tied to the boldest, quirkiest avant-gardes of the last century, the ones that left a mark, forever changing the course of art, music, cinema, and architecture. Much more than patrons and collectors, they were nicknamed the French Ministry of Culture before a Ministry of Culture even existed. They produced films, commissioned artworks, ballets, performances, and symphonies, sometimes for the love of art, sometimes just to spice up their parties. And their parties were legendary, like Le Bal des Matières, the Ball of Materials, where Marie-Laure appeared in a dress made of stingrays. Not exactly animal-friendly, but certainly unique. Edges, corners, sharp lines and clean geometries, forms never seen before. They handed the project of their house to Robert mallet-stevens, who had never built anything in his life, not even a bathroom. Although a young architect, he was better known as designer of science fiction film sets. Would you take that risk? Would you entrust your house to a sci-fi set designer? Well, Charles and Marie-Laure did. And in 1923, the first modernist house in France was built. Sharp lines, clean geometry, futuristic volumes, a vision of tomorrow. Marie-Laure herself was pure contradiction, born into immense wealth, descendant of the Marquis de Sade, that one. Her grandmother was the muse for Proust's Duchesse de Guermantes, but she refused to look at the past. What she was interested in was the present, or rather, the future. Everything about her shocked. Her houses, her clothes, her taste, even her pets, since she insisted in keeping horses indoors as if they were dogs. Beyond supporting artists, Marie-Laure painted and wrote. Above all, she took risks. Like when she produced Brunwell's very first film, L'Âge d'Or, misunderstood and, do I need to repeat it, outrageous. She painted like her surrealist friends, and her novel, The Room of the Squirrels, shook up French literature. She was, in every sense, a great communicator. Here's invitations, posters, leaflets to promote her exhibitions. Nonetheless, the best key to grasp her inner world are her albums. More than any other medium, they reflect her eclectic flair, mercurial imagination, and volcanic energy. an energy perfectly encapsulated in the villa itself. Modern details, functional solutions, a squash court and a vast terrace for healthy outdoor living. And the first private indoor swimming pool in Europe. Man Ray filmed here. Naturally, Charles and Marie-Laure were the producers. Charles, Viscount de Noailles, was quieter, book and plant lover. His creation, the garden, but not any garden, a cubist garden. But Marie-Laure stole the scene. Although who met her affirms she had sad eyes, she nonetheless proved art can be playful and culture doesn't necessarily need to be boring. If pretty much of 20th century avant-garde were so disruptive, irreverent and joyful, it is thanks to her. She mixed eras, genre, artists who actually hated each other. She was the last of her world and the first to blow it up. Even in 1968, month before she died, she drove her endless Rolls-Royce across Paris to meet the student protesters. Scandal and admiration followed her everywhere. That was her gift, to shock, to signal where the future would be coming from. After her death, Charles gave the villa to the French state. Too many memories. Restored in the 90s, it now hosts the Hyères Festival of Fashion, Photography and Design, the most important event of its kind outside Paris. Still in step with Marie-Laure's eclecticism and hunger for the future. The villa is still alive with her spirit.